From the capital city, Sacramento, California, you're listening to one of the newest sports media sensations, the Sports Super Genius Podcast. Want to hear your opinions on air or on his blog? Email George at thesportsupergenius.com. Now from the private studio of thesportsupergenius.com, here is the Sports Super Genius.
Super Genius.
All right, a lot of big things happening this week in the top 25. One of the biggest things, not actually for me, but that happened was Oklahoma and their demise against Miami. That is why I rated Oklahoma where I did. The one good school they played, they actually got beat pretty good by BYU. Not to the fact of the scoreboard, but to the fact that Oklahoma cannot move the ball against a not-so-great offense or defense. So anyway, that is why I rated Oklahoma the way I did. Now, people are saying, why isn't Virginia Tech rated higher when I have USC in the top 10 and Virginia Tech is in the 11? Because actually that day USC played, they played without their quarterback. So Matt Barkley did not play. That is what the offense is used to. It was a pouring down rainstorm. It was an interconference game where that I felt that USC, they did show a lot of guts. They did get beat pretty good by Washington, a team that is not rated, but actually did rate them, and then they fell out again after the next week. So USC going into Cal and just totally destroying them just proved a few things. One, that USC is still a dominating team with all their starters in place. And two, that Cal was overrated. That is, in my opinion, Cal is no longer in my top 25. The Heads are still keeping Oklahoma in there for a simple reason that they play Texas. Texas has a very easy schedule, and that is why I am not putting a lot of stock in Texas until the Oklahoma matchup. But Oklahoma has lost to the top-rated teams this year. Does that mean they can beat them? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's going to be played again at the same neutral site that BYU beat them at. LSU is in my top 5. LSU plays Florida. Now, the chances of Tim Tebow playing this week are very slim. But I do have Florida rated number 2 and Alabama rated number 1. So, once again, I think the Southeastern Conference is going to be sending one of the two teams in the national championship game, unless all the teams fail. Boise State looks like it's going to be a clear path to undefeated. So, again, how's Boise State going to be rated at the end? I doubt very seriously from number 6 they can go all the way up. Because even if Texas loses to Oklahoma, you'll see them go down by percentage points. Florida, if they lose to LSU, will go down by percentage points. They will still be in the top 5. So, like I said, it's going to be kind of interesting to see. But right now, bottled up is Florida, Alabama, and LSU. 3 teams in the top 10 from the same conference. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they're going to play the Southeast Conference Championship game, which Alabama will be part of the way it's looking. I'm not saying they're not going to have an easy path to it, but they still got to get there. So once again, the top 25 in all of ours, mine, USA Today, and the AP, right now is at a huge, huge mess. And it's going to take a team like Boise State to clear it up. Cincinnati could probably do it as well. Cincinnati playing out of the Big East, they could take it and win, but they still have to roll through Virginia Tech. Not Virginia Tech, but they still have to clear their conference to win. Virginia Tech, playing in the ACC, they probably stand a better chance. But once again, they still have to finish out their schedule. So could it be Michigan could come up? It depends on who does well this weekend. Iowa is at Ohio State. That is going to be a big showdown for the Big Ten. It's gonna make life a lot interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see just what happens the Big Ten has to offer into this mix. Because right now, every team is looking like a subpar team. Tim Tebow may not play this weekend. Michigan is up and down. Their quarterback, Fortier, is hurt. He looked very hurt, and that's why I did not drop them. Because when you watch that game and you watch the pain he was going through on that cold day, how could you not say he led his team all the way down the field with no timeouts? So anyway, enough with that. Here is my top 25 for this week number 5.
Here it is. Unbiased. Pure work of genius. The Sports Super Genius 25 Best Football Teams.
Okay, here's my top 25 for week number 5. Coming in number 25, University of Oregon. Number 24, BYU. Number 23, Miami. Number 22, Penn State. Number 21, Stanford. Number 20, Kansas. Number 19, TCU. Number 18, Wisconsin. Number 17, Nebraska. Number 16, Ohio State. Number 15, Iowa. Number 14, Michigan. Number 13, University of North Carolina. Number 12, Mississippi. Number 11, Virginia Tech. Number 10, Auburn. Number 9, Cincinnati. Number 8, USC. Number 7, South Florida. Number 6, Missouri. And now for the Sports Super Genius top 5 teams in the nation.
The number 5 ranked team.
Coming in at number 5, the LSU Tigers.
The number 4 ranked team.
Coming in at number 4, the Boise State Broncos.
The number 3 ranked team.
At number 3, the University of Texas, the Texas Longhorns.
The number 2 ranked team.
And number 2, the defending national champion, the Florida Gators.
And now your nation's best team, ranked by the Sports Super Genius.
Okay, still at number 1 is the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is their 3rd straight week. They had an awesome season last year. They finished the season undefeated before losing the final 2 games, the Southeast Conference Championship and the bowl game. They're reloaded and ready to go. I think they are the best team right now in the Southeast Conference and in the nation until someone else can upend them. Like I said, they have a tough schedule ahead of them, but, you know, we have to play the game and see who's going to be against them in the Southeast Conference Championship. Time will tell. Okay, this here's the Esports Super Genius. I'm signing out for now with my top 25. Be ready for a podcast coming up real soon. All right, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining all you YouTubers and bloggers out there. It is very much appreciated. I'm signing out for now.
Do you have a view, or are you upset about your favorite sport or team? How'd you like to get paid?
Well, just send it to George at thesportsupergenius.com. If selected as the best, you will get $5 just like that.
The Sports Super Genius.
Thanks for listening to the Sports Super Genius podcast. Hope to have you back as a listener. And want your opinion shared and get paid? Email them to George at thesportsupergenius.com.
Super Genius.